Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel. Now in today's class we will study about the Fresnel's single slit experiment for diffraction. Okay, so Fresnel's diffraction due to a single slit we will discuss here. Okay, so observe here this diagram. This is experimental arrangement for this single slit experiment. Okay, so here the slit AB it is kept there of width A. Okay, and source of light will emit the light in all direction. It is made parallel with the help of this lens at the left hand side, and due to the slit edges of the slit the rays of light gets diffracted and that are again collimated or the concentrated on the screen with the help of the another lens. Okay, so the second lens L it is kept at the right hand side or in between the slit and the screen, and we will get at the screen the diffraction pattern with the central bright fringe. Means central point O it will represent the bright fringe. So here again we are getting the alternate dark and bright patterns, but these patterns are for the due to the diffraction of the light. Okay, so here in the diagram I have shown the distance of the slit from the screen. It is a D, capital D. Okay, slit width it is small a, and rest a as per the diagram. Okay, now see actually what will happen when a ray of light come parallel from the lens and strike, or it will come across the edges of the slit. It will concentrate at the point O as we discussed earlier. So here at O we will get the central bright fringe, and if we change the angle of these rays, if we change the angle of that rays, that means if we slightly tilt the slit with angle theta, we will get another point P on the screen. Okay, so that slit it is tilted with a small angle theta. Okay, so we will get the another concentration of that, or another rays that are collimate at the point P on the screen. Okay, so it is clearly you can observe here. Okay, that point P might be dark or bright. It depends on certain conditions. Okay, so let us discuss about some conditions. So here see, first we will find the path difference. Now since due to the angle theta, here we get the path difference. Here it is BN. So observe here the triangle ABN. BN here it will represent the path difference of the ray. Okay, so concentrate on this triangle only. This is the right angle triangle with one side A, another side path difference, that is BN with angle theta. So here we can apply the trigonometry. Okay, so trigonometry identity we will find here sin theta. So sin theta is equals to BN divided by AB. Okay, so what is BN? Path difference. BN is equals to AB sin theta. And according to diagram, what is AB there? I have shown at the side. AB it is nothing but the slit width represented as small a. So BN path difference is equals to A sin theta. So this is the path difference here. Due to this angle theta arises in the rays. Okay, so here we consider now the cases for the position of that point P. So here it is the first case. So if the path difference between the two rays, if it is equal to lambda, okay, A sin theta if it is equals to lambda, means equal to wavelength of the wave, then what we will get here, see this diagram here. In this diagram the O is the central maxima, okay, and the point P will be the minimum intensity, or it will be the secondary minima, first secondary minima. Okay, first time we will get there the minimum intensity, so it is the first secondary minima, and we can get this point on either side of the central maximum. Okay, so point P or the same intensity we will get on the lower side also. So this is the condition when the path difference is found to be lambda. Okay, now in this condition let's solve for this. We will get here A sin theta is equals to lambda. So what is sin theta? Lambda divided by A. And then since theta is very small, that tilting of that slit, it is very negligible. So if theta is very small, sin theta is nothing but the theta. Total sin theta ची value ही theta ला equate करते. So here we will get here theta is equals to, means sin theta is equals to lambda by a जो होता, instead of that we can write here theta is equals to lambda divided by a. That means the angle of that slit tilted, that angle theta we can find with the lambda by a. Okay, so from this we can get here the position, it will be the first minima. Okay, so if we keep theta is equals to lambda divided by a, we can get the minima. Okay, now suppose the second case, if that path difference it is equals to 2 lambda. Now we have considered that it is lambda. Now if we consider that if it is 2 lambda. Now for that, observe this diagram. Here we have divided that slit width by imaginary 4 different slits, each of difference lambda by 2, lambda by 2, lambda by 2. So the total it will get as a 2 lambda. Okay, so from that we can get here that, here observe the diagram, we are getting here the destructively interference, or destructively they are interfere with each other, and there is the diffraction pattern due to destruction of the wavefront. Okay, so here we are getting the dark fringes. Okay, so this is condition when we will get the dark light. And for this, what will the equation, here it is given as a sin theta n, for any n we can find it where n is 1, 2, 3 and so on. A sin theta n, it will be is equals to n into lambda. Okay, so below it is written where n is from 1 to 3 to infinity, any. Okay, now consider the next case where the path difference, suppose it is 3 lambda by 2. Okay, so now it is odd integer multiple of lambda by 2. So we have considered lambda and 2 lambda. Now if it is 3 lambda by, now imaginary divide this slit with 3 different slits of equal length, lambda by 2, lambda by 2 and lambda by 2. So here we are getting that 3 lambda by 2. Now in this case, the first two waves, these are interfere, or this will produce the destructive diffraction. Means here we will get the dark field, and the lower side there it produce the they overlap constructively. So here we get the bright fringe. So in this condition we will get, observe this graph. In the graph, the central O, it is the maxima, so it is the maximum wave. Okay, the next point, it is for the 3 lambda by 2, it is on the either side of that point O. So 3 lambda by 2, 3 lambda by 2, and here we are getting the first secondary maxima. Okay, for 3 lambda by 2 we are getting the first secondary maxima. Now why maxima? Because here two waves, they are constructively overlap, and it is slightly less than the previous one because there is mixing with the destructively overlapping of the waves. So ह्याची इंटेन्सिटी पहिल्या सेंट्रल ह्याच्या इंटेन्सिटी पेक्षा कमी मिळते आपल्याला. ओके, and similar case on the other side also, 3 lambda by 2 will get here the first secondary maximum, and it is shown with the height of that curve. Okay, now if you move further, that will be the 5 lambda by 2. Similarly we will get here secondary maxima, secondary maxima. Okay, so first is the minima, next is the secondary minima, maxima, and here 5 lambda by 2 we will get here the secondary maximum, and similarly it will be on the either side of that central point. Okay, means 3 lambda by 2, 5 lambda by 2, 7 lambda by 2, we will get here the maxima conditions, secondary maxima conditions. Okay, so this is the case for this 3 lambda by 2. Okay, now observe this next slide. Here I have given the condition for this maximum. Okay, what if a sin theta n, it will be 2n plus 1 lambda by 2, means as discussed earlier, odd integer multiplier of lambda by 2. So if we take 2n plus 1, where n varies from 1 to 3 and so on, if we substitute the values of n respectively, then we will get 3 lambda by 2, 5 lambda by 2, 7 lambda by 2 and so on. So for these all conditions of path difference 2n plus 1 lambda by 2, we will get the secondary maxima on the screen with the decreasing intensity. So that is the major difference in diffraction. In interference, we are getting all intensities are similar for all fringes, but here the intensity will goes on decreasing as the distance is increasing. Okay, so here we will get the second maxima conditions. Okay, now here see width of the central maxima W, how we can get. So for W I have given here the formula width of the central maxima, that is W is equals to 2d lambda divided by A. 2d distance of the slit from the screen, lambda wavelength of the ray, and A is the slit width. So from this we can calculate the central maxima, its width. Okay, it is shown in by the arrow also in the diagram. Observe that it is central maxima width W. Okay, now here angular difference or the angular width of the central maxima, it is also can be found. So if we join two first minima points, then we will get the angle as shown here in the diagram. So here the angular width of central maxima, it will be 2 lambda by A. Okay, where theta or this angular width, it is measured in the radian, because angle, plane angle SI unit, it is radian. So here this angular width, it is measured in radian and it is calculated as 2 lambda by A. Okay, now see here graphically only represented here how we can get the diffraction pattern or intensities of the diffraction pattern. So here it is the minima positions for the diffraction pattern. So the angular position of various secondary maxima, minima, it is represented here, and I have highlighted that minima points also, that is the lower points of the graph. So where we can get the minima, the first at the left hand side we will get the lambda by A. Okay, so if we consider the one case is the positive side, the another case will be the negative side. So lambda by A minus lambda by A. Then the 2 lambda by A plus this side it will be the minus 2 lambda by A, and it will be so on. Okay, so this is the graph plotted for the sine theta. Okay, means path difference, that is A sine theta, what we have calculated. So it is for the secondary minima. Okay, and this graph will represent for the maxima, secondary maxima. The positions of the secondary maxima on this graph here, it is when the sine theta it is equals to 3 lambda divided by 2a. Okay, and it is maxima, secondary maxima, so only the side by heights. The central, it is the central maxima, only we are considering the secondary maxima. So जो दुसरे पिक्स आहेत ते बघायचे आहेत आपल्याला. सो त्यांची पोझिशन इथे डायग्राम मध्ये दाखवलेली आहे. व्हॉट आर देअर पोझिशन्स? 3 लॅम्बडा बाय 2a, 5 lambda by 2a, here minus 3 lambda by 2a, 5 lambda by 2a, and if we extend this it will be 7 lambda by 2a, and then so on. Okay, so this is the conditions for this secondary maxima and minima, how we will get the diffraction pattern on the screen due to the Fresnel's diffraction due to single slit. Okay, so hope you understand this experiment here, how we can get the secondary minima and secondary maxima, how to calculate their position and how to represent this. Okay, hope you understand all this. If you have any doubt, please comment here, like our video, share it and subscribe.